Okay, fourth graders, this is your Wednesday math buffet. So you can go ahead and check your answers. If your answers are correct, you may skip forward to the main course section. If not, please be honest and go through and try to figure out where you made your mistake. Okay, so 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is 22. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 is 30. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 3 is 52. That's where we get 52,024. Okay. Then here, 7 goes into 9 one time. Well, let's do our divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. That was our divide. Then we multiply. 7 times 1 is 7. Then we subtract. 9 minus 7 is 2. Then we bring down. And then we start all over. 7 goes into 23 3 times. 7 times 3 is 21. 3 minus 21 is 2. And bring down again. And then we start all over. 7 goes into 22 3 times. 7 times 3 is 21. 22 minus 21 is 1. Then we bring down the 1, and then we start all over. 7 goes into 11 one time. 7 times 1 is 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. 7 can't go into 4, so we know that our answer is 1,331, remainder 4. All right, we are going to go ahead and turn the page to the next section. This is our main course. Remember that we have been working on word problems and using cubes to help us. Fourth graders, you should be putting this, when I circle things, when I box things, when I write things on my paper, you should be writing it too. So if your teacher walks around and sees that your question is not marked up like mine is, then they're going to wonder if you're listening to the video and paying attention. Okay, here we go. Circle the important, let's read the question first. The gingerbread girl had 8 chocolate chip cookies and 15 sugar cookies. The gingerbread boy had 3 times more cookies than the gingerbread girl. How many more cookies did the gingerbread boy have? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is circle the important numbers. So we know that the gingerbread girl had 8 chocolate chip and 15 sugar, and the gingerbread boy had 3 times more cookies than the gingerbread girl. Underline the question. Remember that it's usually that last sentence. How many cookies did the gingerbread boy have? Okay. Then we're going to box the operation clues. The gingerbread girl had 8 chocolate chip cookies and is actually a clue. And that's going to tell us that we probably need to add to find out how many cookies the gingerbread girl has. The gingerbread boy had 3 times more. So times more tells us that we're going to multiply. Okay. Then we're going to think, what info do I have and what info do I need? Well, I need to know how many cookies the gingerbread girl had. So we're going to write, we need to find, I'm putting GB for, okay, how many did the gingerbread girl have and how many did the gingerbread boy have? Okay, first let's solve for the gingerbread girl. She had 8 chocolate chip and 15 sugar. And we know that we're going to add because that's the clue that we were given. So 15 plus 8 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the gingerbread girl has 23 cookies. Now the gingerbread boy has 3 times more cookies than the girl. And we know that we're going to multiply. So how many does the girl have? 23. And the boy has 3 times more cookies. So we're going to do 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. So the gingerbread boy has 69 cookies. Okay. How many cookies does the gingerbread boy have? He has 69 cookies. Okay. The next one I want you to try on your own. When you're done, you're going to play the video to check your answer. All right, so you should have already solved this on your own. We're going to go ahead and do it together. You're going to mark up the text. The gingerbread man has 78 pieces of candy. He eats 23 of them. So the gingerbread girl gives him 45 pieces of her candy. How many pieces of candy does the gingerbread man have now? Circle the important numbers and labels. So we know that he has 78 pieces of candy, but he eats 23 of them. So the gingerbread girl gives him 45 of hers. Underline the question. How many pieces of candy does the gingerbread man have now? Box the operation clues. We know that he has 78 pieces of candy and he eats 23 of them. So that's kind of a weird clue, but if he eats them, then we're going to subtract because they are gone now. Okay, so that eats is actually a clue for subtract. So the gingerbread girl gives him 45 pieces of her candy. Now this isn't a normal clue, but we know that if she gives him something, we're probably going to add that to his total number of candy. So we know that we're going to subtract and then we're going to add. Okay. What info do I have? What info do I need? Okay, we know that he has 78. He starts with 78 pieces of candy. Then he eats 23 of them. He eats. 8 minus 3 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. So now he has 55 pieces of candy. But that's not all. Then the gingerbread girl comes along and she gives him 45 pieces of candy. So we said that we would add those in to whatever he had at that time. I'm going to put the gingerbread girl gives him those. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Wow, that came out to 100. When I made that, I didn't even know it was going to come out to that. Okay. So, how many pieces of candy does he have now? He has 100 pieces of candy. And that's your answer. Okay, 4th graders, tomorrow you will have a quiz over this. You'll have your normal multiplication, division, and multiples, and then you will also have some of these, 2 of these problems. So I want to make sure that you're using cubes, you're boxing, you're circling, you're underlining, and solving. All right, go ahead and get on Google Classroom and watch or play the games that I have posted for you.